Hey guys, welcome back to the Boost YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about something different than just Sonic. A specific online horror survival game that I like. You said Sonic.EXE was for a soul. Get out. I don't want you watching my videos. Anyways, Sonic.EXE Outcome Memories by 1SS by Sobi. This game is an online survival game, yes, like Sonic.EXE The Disaster. I'll be explaining the lore, characters, and how they work, and upcoming characters too. First, let's start off with the lore for each character. But Tails in this game doesn't know any of the versions of his friends, due to 2011X, the only killer in this game so far, and Tails are from the same universe before being brought here to play these sick games. I find this especially cool because of Tails' LMS and what my prediction on it is. We'll talk about that later. Now I'll be grouping these four characters together.
Yeah!
Sonic, Amy, Sonic, and Eggman. They are all from Sonic CD, therefore none of them know their universe's Tails, Knuckles, or Cream. But not much is known about that lore, and Knuckles and Cream's lore is still yet to be revealed. But for the other five, that's nice. And now for the actual survivors themselves. Let's start with the Blue Blur himself. Sonic has the normal amount of health being 100. He also has a dodge meter, saving him from taking hits from the killer. That's his only base passive, but his two action moves are the drop dash, his only stun, and the peel out. The drop dash is where Sonic rolls up into a spin attack and can stun the killer 3 times before either having to run away or drop dash away if he didn't hit all 3. Sonic's peel out is where he runs in place for 3 to 4 seconds, and I really hate when running in place and the killer is right there before taking off. Moving a bit faster than 2011X's invisibility speed. He can also pick up other survivors too, except Metal Sonic and Eggman for obvious reasons. Sonic's base speed is above average, which makes a ton of sense since he's obviously the fastest thing alive. Next is the greatest of all time, Tails. Tails has 2 abilities and 2 passives. His passives are Animal Sense and the ability to help Metal Sonic heal faster. Animal Sense lets him spot the killer from 20 or fewer studs away, even if 2011X is invisible. And since Metal Sonic can heal himself, Tails can speed this up since he's like smart and stuff, like obviously. Like if you didn't know that, then click off. Tails' normal abilities are his arm cannon from Sonic Battle. It takes a bit long for it to charge up before Tails can actually charge it up more while moving slowly. Then shoots one of the strongest stuns of the game. His other ability is Flight. It's pretty self-explanatory. Then there's Knuckles. His passive is sticking to walls and gliding. His attacks are punch and counter. You can tell he's using counter when there's a white outline around him. Amy, her passive is her initial card roll. She'll get 2 cards that can buff her or nerf her. She can throw her hammer at the killer or just hit the killer with the stun. There's also Eggman, whose passive is the jetpack bounce and healing Eggman and healing Metal Sonic. Eggman's 2 real abilities are his force field, and if the killer is about to hit him, he uses it. He'll stun the killer, although this is the weakest stun in the game, and his other ability is the jetpack boost, where he can run really fast. And by the way, I didn't put this part on the script, so yeah. There's also Metal Sonic next. His abilities are the destructive charge. He can grab the killer and then either stun while moving with him or slam the killer into a wall for a better stun. This does damage him though. He has more health and can heal himself. He can heal faster if standing beside Tails or Eggman. Lastly is Cream. She can glide slowly off of a spring, or if she jumps off of a tall place, she can glide slowly. She can heal and she can dash. Her healing works in a small range, and whatever survivors are in there gain more health. She heals slower and weaker if Cheese is dead, and if the killer gets her down to 20 health, Cheese dies. And her dash lets her boost forward slightly, but that's really it. Then there's all the LMS stuff. And by the way, LMS means last man standing if you didn't know, but yeah. Now Sonic, he only gains health but no other buff since he's already so cracked in this game. His new passive is Guilt, and it's not a good passive. Though everyone is dead and he's all sad, and it makes him more vulnerable. His LMS theme right now is Speed of Sound. It's a placeholder for now. His last one was Break Free. I didn't really like Break Free. Next is Tails. He's less vulnerable, his arm cannon takes less time to charge, and that kind of stuff. Tails' LMS theme is Friends No More, an absolute banger. I love this one. Like, it's actually peak. I have an entire theory for his LMS, but that'll get its own video. For Knuckles, he's less vulnerable, etc. All that stuff. I don't really care about Knuckles. I don't play as him. He's not one of my mains. I forgot what his new LMS's name is, but his old one was called Feel the Fury, which was also amazing. Same thing with Amy, but her new LMS theme is titled Damsel in Distress. I think that's a new one. I don't know. For Eggman, his only LMS is Cracked Empire. It's incredibly tough. For Metal Sonic, his is Dead or Alive, not the best. Then there's Cream, and she is cracked in her LMS. Her new one is called Once a Flower. Her old one is called Tea Time Waltz. She's less vulnerable. If the killer hits her from behind, she won't take damage, and it'll stun the killer. She can also insta-heal, and she is my go-to for an LMS. Last but not least is skimming over upcoming characters in private server exclusives. Upcoming survivors are Shadow, Silver, and Blaze. Upcoming killers are Tripwire, Tails Doll, but with new lore, Colossus, who's way too overpowered, Playboy Supersonic from the UK comics, and a few private server exclusives I've played were Sans, Neo Metal Sonic, Bear 5, Baldy? There's one way they're putting these goobers in here. What?